Okay, the next part of the day is the election of new board members. We have bylaws that were set up for the organization when the organization was founded. In my opinion, these bylaws need to be updated a little bit, but we followed the procedures in the bylaws around terms and elections. There is an ability for the board to assign board members to vacant seats throughout the year, but annually at the AGM, we're to collect nominations for new board members, and then I have a vote at the AGM, very kind of boilerplate bylaws. So we're following those procedures. We sent out a call for nominations to the membership, to the voting membership, probably about 3 months ago. And we had some interested parties that wanted to be on the board, but we ended up with 1 nomination, and we have 3 vacancies. We also have a number of board members that are sitting for re-election because they're at the end of their 4-year term. I'm included in that. Alan is included in that. Paul and Al are all standing for re-election. The other members were assigned by the board mid-year, and they're in the middle of their 4-year term. So we are interested in obviously flushing out the board of directors. There is a workload. It is a volunteer organization. It is a time commitment. So it's very difficult to get industry players that are digging into the technology, that are looking after BIM for their firm, that are willing to put in additional time above and beyond their regular job to volunteer for the organization and try to make the organization work. So if anyone here is interested in being a board member, I would encourage you to talk to us. There is a possibility to place a board member midterm after the AGM, so we're going to be trying to flush out the board over the next year. But because we have less nominations than available positions, there is no election. It's simply an acclamation. So Bruce McCallum was nominated, and we've accepted his nomination. And again, because we have less nominations than available positions, it's simply an acclamation. So anyways, we're very excited to have Bruce on board. He looks after the Building Information Modeling Initiative at Dialogue, which is a very large design firm based in Calgary. They have offices in quite a few different provinces out west, and they're also in Toronto.
Thanks, everybody. So Tom sort of sprung this on me, not the nomination or the acclamation, but the coming up to speak. So I didn't really prepare much, but at Dialogue, I'm the National Design Technology Manager. We have just over 200 seats of basically Autodesk product. That's our prime software. But really, the focus for me is integrating our multiple disciplines. And we just had another merger. Those of you familiar with our history, this is now our 5th merger in 2 years. We brought on Carlisle and Associates, a landscape architect. So we have now another discipline. They came with their own host of software that we need to integrate. So that's really very near and dear to what I do at Dialogue, and what I want to bring to the board is really integrating the disciplines and finding that common language. So I've had a chance to work with Alan on the designers committee and the CanBIM, the AEC BIM protocols. And I really see those as a jumping off point for firms. And at Dialogue, we adopted the AEC UK BIM standard, the first version last year, and modified it for our use. And I see that as really an overlay system where we took what we do and overlaid it on the AEC UK standard, and we look forward now to doing the same thing with the AEC CAN standard, is overlaying the Dialogue way onto that. And I would encourage other firms to do the same thing. Take that standard, make it into your own, and remember that as there are updates, you can just change the underlay at that point and put it into play. And if there are other softwares that need a BIM protocol, that too becomes an overlay for the rest of those. So I look forward to the next 4 years. Thanks, everyone.